Hello, welcome. It is Thursday, September 15th, I think. And I am Gojenn, the host of the Gojenn podcast and the Gojenn vlog. And the Gojenn, hey, have a nice day. It is time for me to be leaving work, to be going to pick up the boy. Most days when I leave work, I don't know if I've said this before, but I feel like I'm just a hamster that's been running on a wheel all day, and I'm just, what's next? What's next? Keep running, don't stop, don't slow down. What's the problem? Okay. I just feel frantic. My whole day is frantic. And then I get in the car and I feel like, well, okay, what's next? Go pick up the boy. And I do worry about it on days that I have to pick him up. What if I just forget and I'm on autopilot like I am sometimes, and I just go straight home and I forget all about him? Oh no! I know my husband would say, weren't you supposed to pick him up today? And I'd go, and I'd run. Or else I'd be totally out of gas, because that has happened before. I had to go pick him up, and I got in the car and it was below E. And yes, I was supposed to go pick him up, and I had to get gas, and of course I didn't have the debit card. My husband had the debit card because he'd gotten groceries that day, and it was like, oh no, what am I gonna do? I get frantic over stuff like that. Yes, I do have issues with anxiety, so, and even back when I was a little kid, I think I dealt with anxiety issues. Not that you would ever probably notice, but I used to chew my hair. Those were the days of long straight hair, and I just flip it up and I chew on it, and I would have teachers just really fuss at me, oh, that's filthy nasty. It's like, hey, I wash my hair every day. It can only be so nasty. And I would eat paper, like the little pieces of paper where you would pull it out of your notebook. I would eat those. Okay, come back. Come back. Yes, I'm weird. I no longer chew my hair or eat paper. I've never eaten dirt or anything weird. But I think, I don't know, everybody deals with anxiety in their own way. Because everybody has some level of anxiety in their lives. It's just that I don't deal with it very well. I get really flustered and short of breath. And that's kind of what happens to me at work. I just like, if one more person asks me to do one more thing when I'm sitting here with 10 things to do, I get all twitchy and but I'm glad that the job I have now, when I walk out the door, I do not have to think about it again. I don't think about it again until I come back. Because I used to prepare taxes, because I went to school as a accounting major, because I'm just, nerdy like that. But where was I going with this? Oh, and with doing taxes, they can come back at you for 7 years on somebody's return. Why did you do this? Why did you do that? Well, what if the person didn't tell me that they weren't reporting all their income? I can only ask. And of course that's, they don't what they do to the preparer anymore. That's been years ago, but that used to just work on my mind a lot. Oh, did I do such and such right? Is that the correct way to handle that? Maybe I can. And of course, those were the days before the internet, so you couldn't just look up in a book, or go online and Google what's the proper code for such and such. You had to know it, or you had to go through some huge tax book or something. And when I did taxes, my partner she is just excellent at people skills, and she's really good at taxes too, but she had the people skills. I've never I guess I'm shy or something. I always felt uncomfortable with strangers, that I was new customers. Yay, I'm glad you're here, give me your money. Okay. But she is just so good with people, and I have never felt that comfortable with people. Now y'all, I'm comfortable with. I don't have a problem with y'all. All right, now for some of the topics that my grandson said, Grammy, you can talk about this stuff. So he suggested that I talk about the kind of movies and music I like. And that might, if y'all have similar experiences. Oh, by the way, thank you for your comments. Y'all are just commenting like crazy, and I am seriously loving it. I try to get back to each and every one of you, because I go, oh, I gotta comment, or I get so excited. It's not even funny. It's really not, because I'm such a kid when it comes to that. Because I feel like I know you. Roxy, hey, in Tampa, I am so glad that you made it through Irma all right. I truly am. It just warmed my heart to know that. Just my friend Roxy, she's in Florida, and Irma, and so I was really glad for you to tell me that you made it through fine. And oh, I'm sorry, I don't remember your name, but you said you'd like to see the air fryer thing. I'll have to talk with my chef, also known as my husband, because he does all the cooking, because I feel like that's only right. He doesn't work. No, he can't work. He really can't work a public job. He has zero stamina. He used to, when I first met him, he was just a ox, just a bull. I mean, he just plow through, shove, just strong. And since he's had his severe diabetic ketoacidosis thing, he just has no stamina. If he mows our front yard, which is teeny tiny, he has to rest for like an hour, because it just takes everything out of him. And if it's hot outside, he can't do hardly anything. It's just, he just doesn't have the stamina to work like he used to. However, he can still go get the groceries, and he can still fix dinner. That's what I think about that. He makes me my lunch, which is, I've never had anybody fix me my breakfast or my lunch or anything, so it's really nice that he does that for me. I greatly appreciate it, because I'll be at work having no real idea of what's to eat. Go ahead. And then I'll just open up my lunchbox and see what he's brought, what he sent me. He'll usually ask, you know, would you like such and such? And if we have a dinner with leftovers, he'll ask me, you know, you want this for lunch tomorrow? Yeah, usually. But anyway, okay, music I like. Dun 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 dun. I have always been a Tom Petty fan. So if you ask me who my favorite band is, I would probably say Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, because I've loved them for years and years and decades and decades. Back when Tom and I were both young. But I've always thought that I would like maybe one or two of his songs played at my memorial, which I've told people I would, instead of having like a funeral for me, not that anybody would show up, but I would like to have maybe a keg party for those who did. You know, I'll be dead. It won't matter to me. So any excuse for a party. But I love Tom Petty. Learning to Fly is one of my favorite all-time songs. Because he says he's learning to fly, but he ain't got wings. Coming down is the hardest thing. I just, I love that. And of course, all kinds of the 70s rock that I grew up with. The Eagles, Bachman Turner Overdrive, stuff. If y'all are young, you have never heard of some of these. But classic rock. And then I love Pearl Jam. I adore Pearl Jam. So my daughter's helping me. Because I'm like 6 months, I don't listen to the radio anymore. After we lost my daughter, I couldn't listen to the radio because a song would come on and I would remember listening to that song with her or singing that song with her. And I just couldn't listen to the radio anymore. So I quit. And I don't listen to the radio. I do like Pandora, you know, where you can pick a station. I don't do the pay kind, just the free one. But I like that, you know, where you pick your station and you listen to that. So that's music. I like some electronic stuff. I don't like country music. It usually makes me angry. A lot of things make me angry, and country music is one of them, because I think it's, and I'm painting with a broad brush. I understand that, so don't say, but the Dixie Chicks, I like the Dixie Chicks because I like songs that give women a strong place instead of just being the one who left the man or who the man has to leave. I don't like country music, but that's just me. This is just my opinion. Never been a country music fan. Rock and roll, not really rap or soul or bluegrass or jazz. I can listen to if I'm in the mood for some background jazz, you know, some soft, easy listening, not like New Orleans jazz, no. But anyway, so that's the kind of music I like. And y'all have heard me talk about my books that I like to read a lot. Of course, Stephen King is my absolute favorite author of all time. He writes characters who are normal, regular human beings who haven't seen the movie, the new release of the movie yet. Like, you know, the new one out. I don't think I can't usually watch his movies because it's one thing for my brain to imagine the stuff. It's quite another to see it. Does that make any sense? I can read everything by Stephen King, but I'm not a real, I don't like the movies that much. I love him. Okay, I got a phone call when I was recording and I didn't realize that I lost the whole thing after that, so oops. But that was the vlog for the day. I hope you enjoy it, and I do have plans for this weekend to do some things, maybe a painting vlog, and maybe we'll talk to the chef about the air fryer. All right, folks, I hope you've had a great day, and until I see you tomorrow, love and laughter.